he likes to travel a lot. I have a kid, which is hard for me. So, but if you want to pick up some extra money and everything else is paid for, we can go.
Okay, so you said it's in Florida?
Well, we do them all over.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of it's soccer. They just finished doing all indoor track and field
Okay.
not long ago. Yeah, that's how I met these people. That's how I met Katie and Mike. 'Cause I did the soccer tournament at the Bowman Stadium for Turbo. Different equipment.
Yeah, yeah.
We were a little bit more sophisticated. Anytime I can work near home, I don't care. As long as you pay it, man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm with you.
I'll be back in some more. I already got a broadcast.
Welcome back into the final game here on Thursday night of the second round of the men's bracket of the SSAC Championship Tournament. We got a battle between the Faulkner men's basketball team and Martin Methodist. I am Taylor Burke here with your call, and coming into this game, some players to watch is going to be the stories of the number 10, whether it's number 10 on Faulkner or number 10 on Martin Methodist. Either way, you got Steven Strawn on Faulkner. He averages 13 points a game. He's got 81 rebounds on the year. He's shooting 84% in free throws. He's shooting 42% from the floor. On the other side, for Martin Methodist, you got Robert Boyd coming into it with, he averages 14 points a game, 45 steals, so he leads the team in steals. You also got Darius Woods, number 1 on Martin Methodist. He averages about 12 points a game, and Reginald Porter, who averages 10 points a game, 14 steals for him. He comes into this game, though, Reginald Porter, number 5, with 180 rebounds. That is 70 more rebounds than the next best rebounder, John Taylor, who's got 118. So watch out for Robert Boyd, number 10, Martin Methodist, also Reginald Porter, number 5. We're about to tip off Faulkner in the silver and blue, and the Martin Methodist Redhawks in the red. Faulkner comes into this game with a 17-13 record, 10-8 record in conference play. Martin Methodist 17-10, 12-7 overall in conference play. Quick turnover for Faulkner. We're going to go right out of bounds. Winner of this game will take on number 1 seeded William Carey, game scheduled for Friday at 8 o'clock tomorrow. William Carey had a tough battle with Mobile. They eventually pulled away late in that one. Only 2 losses on the year for William Carey, so both of these teams looking forward. They got to deal with the number 1 seed. Early foul shot going to be taken here for Martin Methodist. Maurice Whiteley is going to be called on Faulkner for the foul. That'll send John Taylor to the free throw line. And the first points of the game come by way of a free throw. It is 1-0 Martin Methodist here over Faulkner. Second free throw attempt is no good. It's Faulkner ball. Jake Mitchell. He'll bounce it outside. Goes back into the hands of Mitchell. There's number 10, Steven Strawn. Looking for a 3, decides to go back over to Mitchell. Now good coverage by Martin Methodist. They are going to get the ball. 1-0 Redhawks in this one. Nice drive to the lane there. The basket can be no good. That was Brandon Hunter. They do get the ball back. It'll be Andre Hall who comes through a 2 for Martin Methodist. Four 4-0 Redhawks with the lead here over the Eagles. Brandon Hunter gonna race in forward, gets caught up by a bunch of Eagles, will kick it back outside. 3-point attempt is gonna be good by Darius Woods. He'll come in for the 3. That makes it 7-0 for the Redhawks here. Faulkner already finds themselves down in a hole early on. There's Morris Wheatley. Shot's going to be no good. Wheatley with the putback, and he will get it to fall. So Faulkner does finally get on the scoreboard here. 7-2 your score. Faulkner moving quickly back down the court. And you can't get much easier than that for the Faulkner Eagles. That was Sanjon. Seven to 6 is your score. Nice spin move there, and travel is going to be called against Martin Methodist. They're going to call that on Brandon Hunter. Tried to work it inside with a nice spin move, but he forgot to dribble. So it'll be Faulkner ball now. Jake Mitchell. They're going to work it around the arc, trying to see if they can maybe set up for a three. Trying to see if they can work it inside. They can't, so they're going to go for the jump shot, and it will go. That'll make it 6 points for the Faulkner Eagles. Brandon Hunter with possession. We got called for the travel a few moments ago. Nice pass by Hunter. Shot's going to be no good. Off the glass for John Taylor. Faulkner heading the other way, going a little too quick. They got a rebound. Three-point shot is going to be missed. Off the glass by Jake Mitchell. So it'll be Faulkner ball and we resume play. Mitchell has it again. He's spending a lot of time with the ball in his hands. Passing it outside, possibly opportunity for an open three. They don't take it. Still trying to work around the arc. Faulkner now will drive, finds an open man, spins out of it, goes back outside Mitchell. And the three-point shot will be hit by Steven Strawn. The leading scorer on this Faulkner Eagle team. Not a pretty consistent three-point shooter. He's only hit 18 three-point shots on 63 attempts all year. That's good for a 28% shooting efficiency. But he gets that one to count, and Faulkner's got their first lead of the game. It's 9-7. But look at the answer back there. 3 points, D'Angelo Tucker for three, which will quickly give the Red Hawks the lead back. We'll see if Strawn can answer. 3-point, oh no, referee. They're going to give possession of the ball over to Martin Methodist. 15:25 to go in the first half. The Red Hawks holding on to a 1-point lead over the Faulkner Eagles. Uncontested three-point shot is going to be no good. And Faulkner's able to keep that one alive. It was Brandon Hunter on the three who missed it. Now Faulkner had an opportunity for an open three. They decided to give the ball to Jake Mitchell, and that worked out better for him. Mitchell's shot is good. Cortez Riley was open. That's who I was thinking they were going to give it to. But Jake Mitchell with a huge three-point shot. Faulkner back on top now. We're going back and forth with the scoring. Eagles lead this one 12-10. 14:45 remaining in the first half. Wide open three. Martin Methodist is going to be no good. Shot missed. Goes out of bounds. Darius Wood on the three. He's got 3 points on the night thanks to one of his three-pointers. It'll be Red Hawk ball. D'Angelo Tucker, well defended. Double team, goes outside. And the beautiful layup by Darius Woods. 5 points for Woods. We're all tied up now, 12-12. They're in this battle between Faulkner and Martin Methodist. Winner will play William Carey tomorrow, Friday, 8 o'clock. Once again, will be Red Hawk ball. Darius Woods has possession. He's got 5 points on the night. He's feeling it right now. Might want to go for three. No, instead he's going to go for an assist, as the shot will not go for D'Angelo Tucker. Oh, nice effort by Jake Mitchell.
Alex Anderson checks in for Faulkner. John Taylor for Mark Memphis. Also in for Faulkner, Dick Waters.
So it looks like Mitchell is going to head to the bench along with Mamandola. The Faulkner Eagles. Got Nick Waters, who's now in the game. Good defense being played now by Martin Methodist. There's Waters, who shoots up a three. It's going to be no good. Over the back. Pretty obvious call right there. Aya Salsanov will be called for the over the back. 12-12, still a tie ball game. 13-17 remaining. Marcus Mosby with the ball. Mosley steps back. He'll pass it. Going around. We'll get a whistle on the stoppage of play. So the foul will be called against Cortez Riley as the team third foul. Up at the free throw line is Darius Woods, looking to add to his already impressive stat sheet. He's now got 6 points tonight. That gives the Red Hawks the lead 13-12. 14-12 now for Martin Methodist, as Woods has 7 points. Going to the big man inside the paint. Travel's going to be called. Elis Sanzanoff called for traveling. Marcus Mosley. Pass it to John Taylor. Taylor back over to Mosley. That's what Martin Methodist likes to do. They like to pass it around the three-point arc. If a shot's there, take it. If not, working inside. That seems to be the strategy for them. And they are going to attempt that three-point shot. It's going to be no good. Darius Woods, the rebound on the putback, open for an and one. Couple of free throw attempts for John Taylor. First attempt is going to be no good. Checking into the game for Faulkner for the second time is Sanjon. He will relieve Sanzanoff. We will also see Strawn head to the bench. He will be placed by Mamandola. No free throws are going to make it through for John Taylor. Score remain 14-12 in favor of Martin Methodist. Here in this nightcap basketball game, well past the 11 o'clock hour now. We have 12 minutes to go in this game. Three-point shot is going to be good for Martin Methodist. Give 3 points there to LaMarcus Mosley. We will have a media timeout. So far, Martin Methodist has 4 3-point shots on the night. They lead this one 17-12. 11:42 to go. And the game plan has been pretty simple for Martin Methodist. Kind of pass the ball around the three-point arc. If your shots are there, take them. Martin Methodist does rank 42nd in the NAIA in three-point field goals made per game. They're 24th in three-point field goal percentage, so they're really good at contesting field goals. Where Martin Methodist really does excel is field goal percentage defense. They are ranked 12th in the NAIA, holding teams to just 412. And you're seeing that so far in this game. Faulkner's had a hard time creating shots, and Martin Methodist has done a really good job putting that pressure on Faulkner. The defense for the Red Hawks, that's where they excel. Head coach Scott Holmes, again, 12th in field goal percentage, 20th in scoring defense, 24th in three-point field goal percentage defense. All right, we got Matt Russell tuning in to the Faulkner Martin Methodist Red Hawks game. He's a big fan watching from back home, hoping that the Faulkner Eagles can fight their way back into this game. 11:33 to go. Red Hawks lead this one 17-12. Three-point attempt is going to be no good, to be turned away, rebounded by Martin Methodist. That was Jake Mitchell. He hit a three earlier. Fast break points. And we got a frustrated Faulkner coach on the other side. As well as a player down. Looks like that's going to be Kyle Sanjon, number 43. And for him, he averages 10 points a game, one of only two Faulkner players on this team that average in the double digits. He limps off, which is not a good sign, not being able to put any pressure on that ankle, and that could be a huge blow to Faulkner, who's already having a rough time getting some points. When you got one of your top scorers going out, that'll hurt you even more. So we'll see if he'll be all right. We'll keep an eye on that ankle. Meanwhile, the Red Hawks continue to put points on the board. Brandon Hunter with the free throw shot is good. His second one will also be good. 2 points for Hunter. It's 19-12 Red Hawks over the Eagles. 11-10 remaining here in the first half. Trying to get the ball to Martin. Martin's got it. Pass that one way across the court now. Points in the paint, not going to fall there for Faulkner. But they are going to steal that one away. What an excellent steal. Stolen away by Mamandola. Now Mamandola wants to complete the play. He had the steal. Now he gets the bucket. That's his first two of the night. He's got 2 points. Faulkner with 14. Martin Methodist with 19. Fans right now starting to chant for the Eagles. The late night not wearing these fans down one bit. They want their Eagles to come home with a victory. Winner of this game takes on the top seed tomorrow. 3-point attempt is going to be no good by LaMarcus Mosley. Faulkner might have got a little too quick on that one. You see a couple of players barking at each other down on the court.
The girls are...
Brandon Hunter, spin move. How about that move by Hunter? The spin puts it up over his shoulder. It's good. 4 points for Brandon Hunter. 21-14. The Red Hawks up by a touchdown here on the Faulkner Eagles. Jake Mitchell hands the ball off. Mitchell takes it again, gets pushed out of bounds, tries to get it back in. Referees are going to hand that ball over to the Red Hawks.
And Andre Hall set the game for Martin Methodist. Stephen Strong checks in for Faulkner.
Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Redhawks with the ball. They've been in main control of this game. The three-pointers have been helping the Redhawks out quite a bit. Here they go again with another one. Make that 5 three-pointers on the night. John Taylor will hit his first. He has 4 points. Faulkner's got to figure out a way to stop the Martin Methodist three-point shots. If not, it's going to be an even longer and later night for the Eagles. They do come back. That'll be Mamandola with 2. 24-16 Redhawks over the Eagles. Redhawks love to work it around the three-point arc until that shot is wide open, and then they will take it. Here they go again, working it around. Tried to go for a 3 there. Oh, decided to hold up on it. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 5. They're going to go for the 3 once again, and they hit it. Another 3. That's D'Angelo Tucker's second 3, and he has 6 points on the night. 27-16. The Redhawks lead the Eagles. They've hit 6 three-point shots so far in this game. And that's going to be the key right now for Faulkner. Talking it over right now on the bench. They got to figure out a way to stop the threes. They're able to hold Martin Methodist down on that last possession, run the shot clock down, but Martin Methodist still figured out a way to get the ball into somebody's hands. It was Tucker that time to hit his 3. 5 different players have hit a three-point shot for Martin Methodist. You got Darius Woods, John Taylor, D'Angelo Tucker, Brandon Hunter, and LaMarcus Mosley, all with three-point shots, 2 of them for D'Angelo Tucker, and that is why they have 27 points on the board right now with 18 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Faulkner might need to try to answer back with a couple of threes of their own, and it's going to be thrown away. And that was the problem that the Faulkner women had a few moments ago if you were tuned into that game. Way too many turnovers. And again, some of the credit can go for the defense on Martin Methodist. They rank up in the top 20 in many defensive statistics here in the NAIA. And you're seeing great defensive play for the Redhawks, forcing some of those plays by the Faulkner Eagles where the ball gets thrown away. They decided to go for a 2-point shot that time rather than a 3. Attempted a shot by Andre Hall. And a foul was going to be called against Martin Methodist, so possession will go over to the Faulkner Eagles. There's Jake Mitchell looking for redemption here on this possession. Last time out, threw it away. This time makes a good pass. Mitchell has it again. There's Steven. Shot clock down to 10. Mitchell passed it outside, 3-point shot. No, goes back to Mitchell. He will go for a 3 of his own. Can't get it to fall. 2 Faulkner Eagles going for the rebound. They got it. Mitchell kicks it out, and no good there by Stephen Strawn. He's only hit 3 points on the night, 1 3-pointer. That is the leading scorer on the Faulkner Eagles all season. Having a slow start to this game. Under 7 minutes to play. 27-16 your score. Martin Methodist is on top. And yet another 3. That is going to be D'Angelo Tucker one more time. He's got 3 3-point shots. He's got 9 points tonight. Faulkner trying to work it inside.
Foul number 15. For these on Townsend, his first, team second. Nick Waters checks in for Faulkner. Darius Woods for Mark Methodist.
Waters going to come in the game for Faulkner. A 14-point lead for the Redhawks over the Eagles. No good. Nice save Referees are going to say it was out of bounds. Nice effort out of save then, I should say, as Darius Woods leapt out of bounds, tried to knock it back in. But the referees say it was out. They're going to give the ball back to Faulkner. They'll have a fresh shot clock with 6.5 to go here. Cutting back outside. And instead of taking a three, maybe not a three-point shooter, but instead we'll drive it to the lane. And Whiteley's going to go in for 2. He's got 4 points on the night. (30-18) your score. Now Martin Methodist, feeling like they have the opportunity to take some time off the clock. And they're still probably going to try to hit a 3. Nope. Oh, look at that. Good defense there by Faulkner coming up with the steal. That was Mamandola. And he goes for a long shot of his own. No good, but Faulkner doing a really good job with the rebounds. It'll look like a good steal. Instead, it looks like I might call a reach-in. They are indeed. They're going to call the reach-in on Tucker. So there will be a media timeout on the play. More of the same here on this last set of minutes as Martin Methodist continues to drain threes like crazy. And unless Faulkner can figure out a way to stop it, it's going to be all Martin Methodist in this game. Faulkner has done a really good job with rebounds. They do a really nice job of getting the ball in their possession. They need to figure out how to capitalize on that, though. Rebounds are all well and good, but as everyone at home knows, if you're not getting points out of the rebounds, it's no good to have them. So 30-18, again, your score 5:25 remaining here in this first half. And we started to see Martin Methodist pull back a little bit on that last possession, trying to run perhaps some of the clock down. Maybe feeling like they got a big enough lead, they want to get into halftime. It is a late night. We're moving well past 11 o'clock. And for Martin Methodist, they got to think as well. A win, getting a lot of points is all well and good, but they got a game tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So they want to get this game over with in a victory as quickly as possible, as does Faulkner. So that might be some of the game plan right now, Martin Methodist, as they have this 12-point lead. Let's try to get this game over with. Let's try to hold on to the ball. If some shots are there, we'll take them. It is 11:42 right now. So in just a number of hours, one of these two teams will be right back on the court tomorrow. So obviously getting a win is important, but getting this game over as quickly as possible has got to be in the back of the coaches and players' minds so they're not absolutely drained for tomorrow, especially going up against the #1 seed. And that's one of the benefits of being that #1 seed is the consistency and game times. The #1 seeds get most of their game times at the same time, while the lower seeds, like Faulkner and Martin Methodist, have to play some of the later games, or in the case of Belhaven and Southern Wesleyan, they have to play some of the earlier games and come back. So the times for the lower seeds, of course, always all over the place, but that's the reward for the higher seeded teams. Martin Methodist with the ball, the Red Hawks. Looks like they're going to keep up with trying to run the clock out. Feeling like they can get a jump shot. They could not. Taking that shot was Kajon Townsend. And we'll get a whistle. Foul against Martin Methodist. And Townsend, who just missed that jump shot, came in a few moments ago, getting called with the foul. And what we've been told, pretty impressive in the pregame warm-up, hitting quite a few threes. We'll see if he can add on. Cortez Riley. It's his free throws. 10-point deficit now for the Faulkner Eagles. It's 30-20. 4.5 to go in the first half. going to get a blocking foul against Faulkner. They want to win against Nick Waters. So Darius Woods, who already has 7 points on the night, now has 8. Trying to catch up to D'Angelo Tucker on Martin Methodist as the leading scorer of the team. He's got it. Darius Woods, D'Angelo Tucker, both with 9 points tonight. Martin Methodist leads this one 32-20 over Faulkner. Going outside, wide open, three-point attempt is going to be no good. Eagles looking to attempt to rebound. That was Mamandola on the 3. Drives it into the lane, and 2 points good for Cortez Riley. That gives him 4. We're back to a 10-point game. And the Faulkner men don't want to fall into the same situation that the Faulkner women were in just a few moments ago, which is being stuck in this 10-point gap. Where right now Martin Methodist is up by 10. They're controlling the clock. They're controlling the game. The same thing that happened to the Faulkner women a few moments ago. They were never able to close that 10-point gap. There's a big turnover there and an opportunity for Faulkner. Whistle's going to be blown. And we are going to see a foul called against Martin Methodist. Darius Woods, that's his first foul. Ball, of course, will remain with the Faulkner Eagles. 3.5 to go here in the first half. That's the guy they got to get going some more, Steven Strawn. And there he goes. Now got 5 points on the night. Of course, the leading scorer points per game for Faulkner. He ranks, the whistle gets called, Strawn ranks 16th in the NAIA in free throw percentage, 84%. So that's a guy that Martin Methodist obviously does not want to foul. Eight-point deficit right now for Faulkner. At the top of the key. Trying to work it back inside. Now they'll kick it back out. Again, very impressive defense by the Red Hawks, and the ball gets thrown away. It'll be Red Hawk basketball. The defense continues to impress. That's why they rank up in the top 20 in three-point field goal percentage defense. They rank up in the top 20 in scoring defense, in field goal defense. You just saw an example of it right there. Faulkner tried to work it inside. They could not get it to happen. And the end result was the ball getting thrown away. And now an opportunity for the Red Hawks to once again make this a 10-point game. Or if they can drill one of those signature threes, which they're going for, an 11-point game. But it will be no good. D'Angelo Tucker, who's already hit 3 3-points tonight, no good. But it goes back to the Faulkner Eagles. Faulkner cannot get the shot to fall. Strawn was no good. Whistle calls. It'll be Nick Waters that will be called for the foul. That sends Darius Woods to the free throw line. A couple of substitutions for Faulkner coming back into the game is Jake Mitchell. Also, Alex Anderson will be heading in. Red Hawks as well going to make some changes. Coming out for them is LaMarcus Mosley, number 35. $11 points on the night for Darius Woods. Martin Methodist back up by 10, 34-24. And It's almost looking like an exact repeat. Like, this is looking exactly like the Faulkner women's game just a few moments ago, which the Faulkner women were plagued with turnovers, and they were stuck in that 10-point range. And that's exactly where the Faulkner men are right now. Down by 10, have not been able to climb back out of that, and they keep turning the ball over. Good drive to the lane there by Brandon Hunter. He'll take the foul.
The foul number 3, Alex Anderson, is second, team 9.
It'll be Anderson on Faulkner with the foul. First free throw is good. That'll be 5 points for Brandon Hunter. Not a good night so far for the hometown Faulkner Eagles. Women's team already gone down. The men's team, at least in the early going of this game, seem to be repeating the same fates as the women's team. 36-24 your score. And they will get the N1 basket. Is good. Steven Strawn. D'Angelo Tucker with the foul. His second on the night. Chance for a three-point play, which will make it a 9-point game for the Faulkner Eagles. Shot is good. 36-27. We got a minute 20 left here in this first half. It'll be interesting to see how Martin Methodist plays it. If they want to continue, well, they're going to go right for points. And they're going to get an and one of their own. Jake Mitchell will be called with a foul on Faulkner. That'll send Brandon Hunter back to the line one more time for another free throw attempt. And it's good. 9 points for Brandon Hunter. 39-27, Martin Methodist all over Faulkner. Faulkner trying to make this game close before halftime. The last thing they want to do is give the ball back to Martin Methodist. If nothing else, hang on to the ball. And they do one better. They hang on to the ball and they get points. Salzabov with 2 for Faulkner. 39-29. Back to a 10-point game. We got about 10-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. It appears right now Martin Methodist, they want to let that time wind down. We go for one of those threes. Here they go. No good. That was John Taylor on the attempt. Faulkner going to get one last chance at a shot. They got 10 seconds to play. 8-7. They're going to go for one final shot. 4. Jacking up a 3. It's going to be no good. Redhawks take it. No time on the clock. And it goes over the backboard. So at the end of the first half, it's been all Martin Methodist. 39-29 over the Eagles. In the second half, the Eagles are going to have to find a way to not turn the ball over. And they did a good job. I'll give the Eagles credit. In the latter part of the first half there, they really limited the number of three-pointers Martin Methodist was able to shoot. Martin Methodist has 7 successful three-point shots in the game. There weren't that many later on in the first half. They did a good job of limiting them and forcing them to hit bad three-point shots. They do more of that. Faulkner can easily find their way back into this game, but they got to limit the turnovers. They've got to get points on the other end. Martin Methodist, you got to find a way to get those 3 points heated up again. And if you continue to maintain that comfortable lead, they're going to keep working at their defense. Keep forcing Faulkner to turn it over. Keep forcing Faulkner not to make plays, not to get points on the board, and they're going to hope to get the ball back, hit those 3, maintain that lead, and then if they can get a big enough lead, start to drain some of that clock out, because those of you watching at home, we are 4 minutes away from midnight, so obviously these teams, whoever wins, has got to get ready for a game tomorrow at 8 o'clock. They're going to want this one over as quick as possible. And if that's Martin Methodist, if they get that big lead, they might think about trying to run that clock out. That'll do it for right now. We'll take a halftime break as you take a look at the SSAC Championship banner. We'll be back in just a few moments for the second half of this battle between Martin Methodist and Faulkner. Welcome back to the second half of action here in the SSAC Championship game, well past the midnight hour here. We are now officially on to Friday. The winner of this game between Faulkner and Martin Methodist will move on tomorrow to play yet another game on Friday. I guess I should say later today to play another game in just a little under 24 hours. One of these two teams, the winning team, will be back in action as they take on number 1 seed William Carey in the third round. It is a 10-point lead for Martin Methodist, the Red Hawks, in this game. They lead 39-29 as we begin the second half, and they're quickly looking to pick up some more points, going right back to their three-point shots, and they hit it. Yet another three for D'Angelo Tucker. That is his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's got 12 points, but an opportunity for a three-point play of a different variety for Faulkner, as there will be the foul in the end, one attempt by Sanjon. Now, he was the one that came down with that injury that twisted his ankle in the first half. Looks like he's all right. He's back in action. He's already picked up a basket, looking to complete the three-point play. So both teams with a couple of threes to begin this second half. One of the regular variety for the Red Hawks and one of the and one variety for the Faulkner Eagles. It's 42-32, still a 10-point game. Martin Methodist is on top. D'Angelo Tucker, watch out for number 3. You see him at the very top of your screen there in the corner. He's already hit 4 three-point shots tonight. And possession of the ball will go to the Faulkner Eagles. This is the first step of many for Faulkner here on this possession. They want to try to catch back up into this game. They've been stuck down by 10 for quite a while here. And they almost throw that one away. It's going to be recovered. Jake Mitchell tries to work his way, tiptoeing along the boundary line, and he throws it away, goes right back to Martin Methodist, out of bounds, kick ball, and it will be possession for Faulkner as it was booted out of bounds by Martin Methodist. So Faulkner nearly gave that one up. Again, they've got to come through on this possession here. They have to start chipping away into that 10-point lead sooner than later. What better time than the first minute 30 here into the second half. Nice pass by Mitchell, and there they do it just there. 2 points for Faulkner. Mamandola on the excellent pass by Jake Mitchell. Give the assist to Mitchell there on the pass. Mamandola has 6 points here on the night. Eagles now trail by 8. Fans here at the multiplex at Crampton Bowl starting to get loud for their Faulkner Eagles. Yet another three-point attempt by D'Angelo Tucker. That time there is no luck, but it is going to be rebounded, kicked back out now, rushing in. Points in the paint for Martin Methodist, Darius Woods. And a timeout is going to be called on the court. 13 points for Darius Woods in this game. He is your leader on Martin Methodist. Right behind him is D'Angelo Tucker. He's got 12 points thanks to those 4 three-point shots. For Faulkner, your leader is the guy that's been doing it all season, Steven Strawn. He has 8 points. Right behind him is Criley Sanjon, who has 7 of his own, and then Mamandola with 6. But of course, 3 points in the favor of Martin Methodist. They have 8 successful three-point shots here. Faulkner just 2. And that's your difference there. That's why one team is up by 10, and that's the team with all the threes. Faulkner thinking about, Mitchell thinking about going for a 3 of his own. A foul will be called, which will put Faulkner at the free throw line. So they will call the foul on John Taylor. That'll give Sanjon an opportunity to become the points leader right now for Faulkner in this game. If he can hit both of these free throws, it will not happen. He had to hit both of them. He can now tie Steven Strawn if he hits this one. and they can't take advantage. So the basketball will go back over to the Red Hawks. They got an open man. He's going to go for three, and he hits it. John Taylor, another three. That's 9 3-point shots for Martin Methodist. They lead 47-34. It's not been a good night for Faulkner contesting the three. They left John Taylor wide open. They cannot afford to do that. And this shot is going to be rebounded. Going to be rebounded again, and finally jarred loose, and the referees will whistle it dead. They'll call that one on Hall. Waitley in here at the free throw line. First shot is going to be missed. And Faulkner can't start letting this happen. They got to get their free throws. They got to take as many points they can get, obviously down 47-34. Any point is going to be great for Faulkner, but they certainly cannot afford to give up the free throws. They will get one there. That's 5 points for Maurice Waitley. 47-35, your score, 17 minutes to go here in the second half. The winner will advance to play later today, Friday, 8 p.m. against William Carey. So the foul to be called against Faulkner as their first in the second half. That was a near ill-advised, well, it was an ill-advised pass, but a great effort by Darius Woods to recover that pass, bring it down court, and make the shot. So 15 points for Darius Woods, and now Faulkner turning it over again. Martin Methodist really going up-tempo right now. How about another three? Nope. They're going to airmail that one. Goes out of bounds, but it's going to stay in possession of the Red Hawks. Rebounded in. Can't let these Red Hawk guys get wide open. There's at least 3 of them right now. I'm not too sure about that shot. I guess John Taylor just seeing if anything would work on this night for Martin Methodist. It almost seems like it has, so I don't blame him for trying. Shot will be no good. Rebounded by Faulkner. But St. John's going to get called for the foul. (49-35) your score. 16 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the second half. And we'll see how long Martin Methodist continues this up-tempo strategy until they go back to the strategy they had later on in the first half, which was slow it down. It looks like they're there right now. Again, mere speculation on my part, but you got to think. Both these teams, whoever wins, whether it be Faulkner or Martin Methodist, realizes in less than 24 hours, we're going to be right back on this basketball court. Another 2 points, you can count them there. Faulkner tries to answer, they will not do it. Darius Woods with 17 points, but I don't get a whistle called. But as I was saying, you got to think both these teams realize we got another game to play. Whoever wins has to play another game in less than 24 hours. So they're going to want to try to get this game over as quick as possible. Right now, obviously, the team that's well ahead is Martin Methodist. They're at 51-35. They're going to head to the free throw line here. Brandon Hunter. And you have to think that Martin Methodist, if they do continue to extend the lead, they're not going to want to be here all night. They're going to want to get home, get into bed as quickly as they can, get ready for the next game that's going to be later tonight against a very tough William Carey team that's going to be later today, Friday at 8 p.m. Points for Brandon Hunter. Double-digit points like crazy right now for Martin Methodist. Not a single Faulkner player is in double digits. There are 3 Martin Methodist players in double digits. And one opportunity. Brandon Hunter now up to 12 points. 54-35. A successful free throw attempt here. It is good. That gives Hunter 13 on the night, and that gives Martin Methodist the biggest lead of their night, a 20-point lead over the Faulkner Eagles. They got to start taking some of these open threes, Faulkner. They can't be hesitant. That might not be their game, but you're down by 20. There's only about 15 minutes to go. Hesitation cannot be in your mindset right now. They got to have confidence. They got to get these shots off and try to see if they can cut into this massive deficit. It's going to take a Herculean effort for Faulkner to come back into this one with the way that Martin Methodist is not only playing on defense, like right there. More hesitation by Faulkner, they throw it away. That's going to kill Faulkner, and it has all night. Cortez Riley had what looked to be an open three, hesitated, and then threw it away, and now Martin Methodist is going to wind the clock down. They're up by 20. They don't need any more points right now. The only thing they need to be doing, that they're going to be thinking, is we want to see the inside of our eyelids as we go home and go to bed and get ready for another game later today. Wide open three. Darius Woods, 20 points, and another three-point shot by Martin Methodist. 10 3-point shots for Martin Methodist, just 2 for Faulkner. Faulkner's going to try one, no good, rebounded, and it is not looking good right now for the Eagles. How about an 11-3? They got it. Another one for Martin Methodist. John Taylor, give him 3 3-points on the night. He's got 10 points, 61-35, 4 points away from this being a 30-point lead. The scores right now for Martin Methodist. Leading the way, Darius Woods. He's got 20 points, 2 3-point shots. Right behind him is D'Angelo Tucker. He's got 12 points and 4 3-point shots. John Taylor, 10 points, 3 3-point shots. And Brandon Hunter, he's got 13 points, has yet to hit a single three. But he's got 13 points nonetheless. It's been Hunter, Tucker, Taylor, and Woods that have contributed pretty much the majority of the points here for Martin Methodist. So Martin Methodist, they have 4 players that have 10 or more points. Faulkner has no players with 10 points. The closest is Steven Strawn, who has 8 points. And that is why your score right now is 61-35. Martin Methodist really blowing out Faulkner right now. Obviously, you never say never in any sport. Faulkner, they need to get it together quickly. Obviously, we'll see if the coach tells them. I think the number one thing they got to do is take hesitation out of the game plan, out of their minds. They're hesitating way too much on shots. They got to have confidence. Start just shooting the ball right now. Time is of the essence. You got 14 minutes to go. You're almost down by 30 points. You got to just start making shots. Here we go. They're going to try a shot, and it's going to be no good. It also helps if the ball goes in while you're taking those shots. Unfortunately for Faulkner, that has not been the case tonight. Try as they might. They call a 5-second there against Martin Methodist. Looks like they did. Took a bit too long to cross the court, so turnover, possession goes to Faulkner. See if they get some points. Not from a lack of effort. Faulkner has been trying their hearts out tonight. They just have not been able to get the shots to fall. They've been a little too hesitant to make certain plays. And a lot of credit goes to Martin Methodist for the exceptional defense as a reason why they're ranked up in the top 20 in multiple defensive statistic categories. And you're seeing it right now tonight. They do an excellent job putting pressure on the opposing team and forcing them to make bad shots they don't want to make. Attempting free throws is Cortez Riley. He missed his first one. Here's his second attempt. And that one is going to be good. Riley has 5 points tonight. 13.5 to go, your score. Martin Methodist Redhawks 61, Faulkner Eagles 36. We have a Martin Methodist timeout. So even though they are nearly up by 30, Martin Methodist coach Scott Combs decided to call a timeout. Maybe want to talk strategy with these guys. What do you guys at home, what do you think this strategy is going to be coming out here into the remainder of this second half with this limited time remaining? Is it going to be continue to shoot up threes, trying to read the body language on the coach, or is it going to be the let's draw back, let's line the clock out, knowing that we got a game in less than 24 hours right here on this same court, same day against the number 1 seed. We got a hefty lead. Let's try to get the ball in our hands. Let's try to run the clock out, and let's go home and get ready. Try to be as fresh as we can for tomorrow. Faulkner, they're going to play up tempo, though. They're going to put full court press right now onto Martin Methodist, and Martin Methodist is immediately going to take advantage. Full court pressure does not matter. 2 points for Hull. He has 5. 3-point shot, no good for the Faulkner Eagles. And again, Faulkner caught napping. Fast break foul is going to be called. The fans groan here. They did not agree with the foul. It'll be called against Nick Waters. That'll send Darius Woods to the free throw line. He is the number 1 scorer on the floor right now. He has 20 points. He looks to add to that here. He does just that, 21. That gives Martin Methodist 64. 22 points on the night for Darius Woods. He averages about 12 points a game. He is coming through huge. And when you look at 3-point percentage real quick for Martin Methodist, man, it's a wonder all these 3-point shots are coming from Darius Woods. He's got 2 of them. He is only a 28% 3-point shooter. D'Angelo Tucker, he's a 42% 3-point shooter. He's got 4 of the threes tonight for Martin Methodist. For John Taylor, he is also a 42% 3-point shooter. He's got 3 of those points. And Martin Methodist continues to add on more points, though, for D'Angelo Tucker. 68-36 right now for Martin Methodist. Faulkner turns it over again. And we got 12.5 to go in this game. It's turned really ugly for the Faulkner Eagles, for the hometown fans. It has not been a good couple of hours for them. The women's team had a rough performance. Now the men's team picking up that same performance. Now it looks like we got a couple of injured players on the court. Bit of a collision down there. You saw from Faulkner just a few moments ago, number 43, Riley Sanjohn's kind of limping around now. Trying to get a number who that is on Martin Methodist, but we got a man that he went down and now he is back first on the floor. Now the medical staff coming out here to check on him. Perhaps a cut somewhere, because they have come out with gloves and they are wiping him up. Again, we'll get a number on him as soon as we can. Obviously, you see the coaches and the medical staff down there covering up our view of the number. Looks like he's going to be all right, and that is Darius Woods, who's got 22 points on the night, so that's big. It appears he may have been cut up because, again, we see gloves, and he was being cleaned up. It appears just over his eye. Maybe he got elbowed somewhere around the eye area. But nonetheless, Darius Woods will get a chance to go to the bench. Well-deserved rest for him. He's got 22 points on the night, which is big for this team. It's a big reason why they're up, why Martin Methodist is up 68-36. So injury or not, still a well-deserved rest for him that he will be taking onto the sidelines. That was a long three, and he almost made it. I mean, Martin Methodist can almost do no wrong with their three-point shot attempts. Faulkner, on the other hand, unfortunately for them, they can almost do no right with any of their shots. They will finally get a bucket to go, which will somewhat break the drought. It still remains a 30-point deficit. Martin Methodist leads 68-38, 30-point lead over the Faulkner Eagles. Martin Methodist with the ball, trying to wind as much time as they can on the clock. That one's going to be no good. Here comes Faulkner. We'll see. They work it inside. Good defensive coverage, but they still allow points. That's Mamandola. 8 points for him tonight. 68-40 now your score. Martin Methodist in control. Driving down lane, kicking it outside. Uncontested three is going to be no good. Rebounded. Knocked away. Good second chance effort by John Taylor, was not there. Now Faulkner might be trying to go on a little bit of a run here. And Mamandola looks like he will get fouled. Third foul for D'Angelo Tucker. We will take a media timeout. Your score. That is Martin Methodist 68. Faulkner 40. 10:32 to go. A little more than halfway through the second half. Faulkner trying to make a little bit of a rally here. Mamandola came down with some points. Now he's going to get a chance to go to the free throw line on this next possession. On the Martin Methodist, Coach Combs on their side, he's got to be talking to his players saying, hey, keep the tempo up. Yeah, we want to play conservative a little bit. We want the clock to hit 0, but keep the pressure up, especially on defense. Don't let Faulkner get any courage or confidence. That's the worst thing you can do to a team that's losing, is let them get a little bit of confidence or courage and allow them to fight back into the game. You got to make sure the confidence stays low and the fans remain out of this game. That's another big key factor. This is Faulkner. We're here in Montgomery, the multiplex of the Crampton Bowl. And if the fans start to get back into this game, that's going to be a huge motivating factor behind Faulkner. And these fans, they want something to get into. The women, they lost just a few hours ago. Now the men's team not doing much better. And for the Faulkner fans, this is not the way they wanted to spend their Thursday night. Without a doubt, this isn't it. Seeing their team lose twice in a row. So if they can help Faulkner will back into this one with a comeback, they're going to do just that. That's the job of Martin Methodist. Keep this crowd quiet. Don't allow Faulkner to gain that confidence. Free throw shot by Mamandola will be no good. Here comes the second attempt. That time he does get it.
Alex Anderson takes the lead for Faulkner.
Good pressure from Faulkner. They're not letting Martin Methodist off easy. They're going to play up-tempo, full court. They're going to put pressure on them. Martin Methodist, though, they're doing a good job maintaining control of the ball, allowing some of that time to wind off the clock. Yeah, we just saw, I just heard, rather, clap from one of the Martin Methodist fans. Obviously happy with the way they dealt with that pressure. Now trying to cut inside, and a foul. Jake Mitchell does not agree with it one bit. Can't see it on your screen right now, but on the other side of the court, the Faulkner coach also did not agree with it one bit. He actually just threw his hands up in frustration, kind of stomped down to the other end of the court there, not happy with the call. Nonetheless, it stands. And it's Brandon Hunter back at the free throw line. He nails his shot. $14 points for Hunter. Gonna wipe the court up as we saw Faulkner kind of slip down there. Court all cleaned up. Now we're ready to go. That was Maurice Whiteley. It had a near spill there on the court. Jake Mitchell, he was the one that got called for the foul, was none too happy about it. Let's see if he can channel that energy, that intensity, into getting some points right now. And there he goes. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Drop. Second chance effort is there. 69-43. Martin Methodist remains on top. Going to take a big time effort for Faulkner to will their way back into this game. And Faulkner's doing a good job right now forcing Martin Methodist. Well, as soon as I say that, they rattle off a three. I was in the middle of saying they're doing a good job. They had been doing a good job of forcing Martin Methodist to work inside, keeping them away from the threes, but just like that, kid John Townsend comes down with his first points of the game by way of yet another three. 11 successful three-point shots for Martin Methodist. And that's crazy because on the year, Martin Methodist, for field goal percentage, is only hitting 33% of their three-point shots. Well above their 33% for their season average here in this game, as they've hit 11 of them tonight. Out of 545 three-point attempts on the year, Martin Methodist hitting just 184 of them. You wouldn't think that here tonight. And Faulkner continues to struggle to get the ball to fall. They will get the benefit of a foul call, however. 72-44 your score. 8:53 remaining in this game. Shot is good by Cortez Riley. Goes for a second that time. It'll be missed. Rebounded by Martin Methodist. That hoop is off, looking awfully small right now for the Faulkner Eagles. Not having much luck with it at all. Long three-pointer, going to be no good. Mitchell will get rid of the ball quickly. Fans trying to get Will Faulkner back into this game. Three-point shot, air ball, nice block by John Taylor. And back into the game is Darius Woods, so he wasn't out for too long. Even with the game well in hand, battered, bloodied up, he still wants to be out there. Offensive foul there, called a charge on John Taylor, which will give the ball back to the Faulkner Eagles. 72-45, 8 minutes to go here in this ball game. Past the midnight hour. One of these two teams, the way it's going, looking like Martin Methodist, going to be playing a little bit later on today, 8:30. We'll be able to take on William Kerr, and we'll be right back here where you're watching it at. For that game, we'll be streaming all the games tomorrow, as well as the championship games on Saturday. Faulkner hitting a three of their own, trying to will themselves back into this game. Full Court press continues for the Eagles. Winding that shot clock down, hitting an open jump shot. And it is Brandon Hunter who now has 16 points. 16 points for Brandon Hunter, 22 for Darius Woods, 15 for D'Angelo Tucker. Air ball on the three, rebounded there by Hunter. Knocking it down the court, 74-48. And you see it right there. That is going to be the rest of the game for Martin Methodist. Wind the shot clock down. You can see it just kind of at the top of your screen there on the board, right above the hoop. Down to 14-13. 10 seconds now left on the shot clock for Hunter. He kicks it out. Three-point shot for Taylor. He goes inside. No good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Jake Mitchell. 3 points is good by Mamendola. That will be Faulkner's first player that has 10 points in this game. It's Mamendola. He has 12. 74-51, Martin Methodist on top. With just a few moments remaining in this game, Faulkner trying to draw up a game plan. To Faulkner's credit, though, they have not given up. You've seen a number of times when Martin Methodist has taken the ball. They've hung on to the ball, trying to wind the clock down. They want to get out of here. They want this win. Faulkner, on the other hand, they are not going to give up on this game. And they keep making a bit of a rally. They fought their way back into it. It was a 30-point game. Now it is 74-51. Faulkner has cut it from a 30-point game to a 23-point game. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left to go. Faulkner's going to have to keep chopping into that lead, though. They got to hurry. Keeping up the pressure on Martin Methodist. Taylor takes it, passes it down court. Goes back over to Hunter, and Hunter will hold it. Hunter is going to be contested by Mamendola, the top leading scorer on the Faulkner Eagles. And Mamendola is going to get called. He's not too happy about it. He's got a couple words with the officials. The official just kind of gives him a little love tap there and tells him, sorry, not changing my mind. If that was the NBA, that would have been a technical all the way. You can't argue, but Mamendola not too happy about it. The referee did not agree. So we take yet another timeout here. Just under 6 minutes remain to go in this game. Again, Martin Methodist up 74-51. The Red Hawks trying to discuss strategy. Winner of this game will play William Carey, who, if you didn't tune into the game earlier today, had a pretty interesting battle with Mobile. It was quite the game. It was Mobile who came into this one with the 500 record, really the losing record. They were 14-15, 15-15 if you count their playoff win again against Southern Polytechnic the day before on Wednesday. And William Carey comes into this game 24-2. Their only two losses to South Alabama and Southern Miss. So their only two losses were to top Division I schools. No losses to any NAIA schools, undefeated in the conference, and Mobile controlled the entire first half against William Carey and had the lead going into the locker room against William Carey. It wasn't until the second half William Carey eventually opened the game up, and that was all for Mobile, as you'll see a foul there. So if any of these two teams were watching that game, obviously more so for Martin Methodist, because we figure that they're going to be going on to the next round. If they were watching that game closely, they got to have a little bit of confidence knowing that that free throw shot will be missed, knowing that on paper William Carey might look like a scary team, but then when you saw how Mobile, a team with a losing record, manhandled them in the first half, that might give them plenty of confidence to be able to come back into that game later on today against Martin Methodist and see if they can put up a fight. Speaking of putting up a fight, Faulkner not wanting to give up on this game just yet, but that three-point shot by Maldick Major is going to be just shy of the basket. We're at 5.5 now here at the multiplex of the Crampton Bowl. Ten seconds left on the shot clock for Martin Methodist. 3 points. How about another one for Martin Methodist? John Taylor, 13 points. That gives him 4. 4 3-pointers for John Taylor. 4 3-pointers for D'Angelo Tucker. 77-55 your score. The Red Hawks running away with this game against the Faulkner Eagles. And we go back to the holding and the waiting game, trying to get that clock to run out. Darius Woods was banged up a few moments ago, and there's going to be a pretty unnecessary foul by Faulkner. Unless they're already trying to start fouling to get the ball back, because I don't think that is the plan at all. Obviously down 77-55. That was Sanzanoff with the foul. That'll send Darius Woods, who's already the leading scorer of this game, back to the line to hit some more threes, and he does it with ease. 23 points for Woods in this game. And he does it with ease. It looks so easy, the way he just flings the ball up there. 79-55 to go. 4.5 left in the ball game. Jump shot from the free throw line, no good. That was Major. So going forward, Martin Methodist looking like they're going to pick up the win, no problem here against Faulkner. 79-55 they got tomorrow, 8 o'clock. William Carey, a team that you look at their record. There's a nice steal by the Eagles going the other way with it. Major cannot get his shots to go. He will rebound his own shot, pass it over. 3-point attempt is going to be good for the Faulkner Eagles. That will be 3 for Nick Waters. Waiting for Martin Methodist is going to be William Carey. Has more points. Now they're starting to pick up the tempo a little bit here. The William Carey Crusaders. It'll be Martin Methodist Red Hawks. And we got a couple players tangled up there. But William Carey, without a doubt, they're a team. They look super scary when you look at their credentials, everything they did. But then you got to look at what Mobile did to them today, the Mobile Rams, and they put a scare into that William Carey team. They looked very beatable today. We'll see if William Carey, after that scare tomorrow, realizes that they are super beatable and they come to the table a little bit stronger tomorrow, or it goes the other way. Martin Methodist realizes this team can very easily be beat. And if they come with the game plan they had tonight, nailing these threes like crazy, 13 threes, it might be a defeat for William Carey. So Faulkner, Maurice Whiteley, continues to foul. It is an 11-point lead right now for Martin Methodist. Faulkner trying to cling on to just a little bit of hope in this game. But with each successful free throw, hope continues to fade away. 16 points for Brandon Hunter. Brandon Hunter, John Taylor, Darius Woods tore up the court tonight with their threes, points in the paint, free throws, whatever it may be. They came through huge. Nice spin move, but the defense is a little bit better, but it is going to be rebounded and put back. And a super rough foul down there by Major. He's had a shaky night shooting the ball. That sends Martin Methodist back to the free throw line. And an opportunity now for Darius Woods. He hits both of these to hit the 25-point mark in this game. There's one. And there's the other. 25 points for Darius Woods tonight. He averages 12 points a game. He is a 37% field goal shooter. He is a 28% three-point shooter. He's an 83% free throw shooter. But he came through tonight with points, three-point shots like crazy. Martin Methodist could very well break the 100-point mark the way they're going. Faulkner still playing hard. Give them credit. Faulkner, this game, it seems like it's been out of reach for quite some time, but Faulkner has not given up one bit. They've continued to play hard and fight like this is a 2-point game. They have not given up just yet. And that will go in and out for Brandon Hunter. 87-66, the Red Hawks over the Eagles. And that's been the story of Faulkner's night so far. They cannot buy a field goal. Looks like Martin Methodist, I think, maybe wanted to call a timeout to bring some substitutions in. So they will do just that. So some more different players coming in for Martin Methodist. As you see guys like Darius Woods, 25 points on the night, earning themselves a well-deserved break. John Taylor as well. He has 15 points tonight. Driving into the paint, no good. Minute and a half to go. Faulkner ball. Not sure about that from Jake Mitchell. He needed to take that one himself. Instead, Mitchell tried to pass the ball. He was able to draw the foul, was Whiteley. Just a minute 19 left in this game. 87-66 your score. That is a good shot by Whiteley. 6 on the night for him. Give him 7. And Faulkner decides to take a timeout here. Down 87-68, seeing if they can draw up the perfect game plan right now that would keep them in this game. It's going to have to be a really, really good one, though, from Faulkner if they can get it done here. The winner moves on later today, less than 24 hours away, to play the #1 seed William Carey. Coming to you tomorrow starting at 2 o'clock with 4 third-round basketball games. The winners of those games tomorrow move on to Saturday. for the conference championships. Here in the Southern States Athletic Conference. The SSAC, been some awesome games so far here in these first 2 days. It continues Friday, Saturday. We'll be right back with more action. On the women's side tomorrow, Friday at 2 o'clock, you're going to have Southern Polytechnic. They'll go up against Coastal Georgia. That game's scheduled for Friday at 2. Then you will have Loyola. They'll be taking on Mobile on the women's side Friday at 6. And, of course, the winner here, they will move on to take on William Carey. That game's scheduled for Friday at 8 in the men's bracket. You now have 1 minute to go here in the game, and a foul. Sometimes in these late games, referees are willing to kind of let things go to have the game finish out. Not these referees here tonight. They're going to call everything they see. Free throw shot going to be missed there. That's Andre Hall that's in. He hits the second one. 88 points, 20-point lead here for Martin Methodist. And the three will be no good. And the ball will go out of bounds. Possession will go back to the Martin Methodist Redhawks. 48 seconds to go. Still a 20-point lead, 88-68 for the Redhawks. Stolen away, and that might be your ball game here. There's about a 10-second difference. Well, no, Faulkner's not going to give up here. They're down by 20. They're still not giving up. And Martin Methodist says, hey, if you're going to keep playing like this, we're going to keep jacking up threes and run the score up. Does not work out. Faulkner takes it back. They drive the lane. No good. Nice putback there by Jake Mitchell. That gives him 5 points on the night for Faulkner. 88-70. As we have under 10 seconds to go, and the Faulkner coaches finally decided to call off the troops here. They were putting the pressure on. They told them, lay off. Time ticks away. That is your ball game. In the end here, Martin Methodist three-pointers dominated. They hit 12 three-point shots. Faulkner had just 2 of them. That was the story. And when you can't stop the three, it's hard to stop anybody. So Martin Methodist moves on. They take on William Carey later today at Friday. Come back later today. The action starts at 2 with the women's brackets, Coastal Georgia and Southern Polytechnic. That'll be tomorrow in the women's bracket. Your final score here, 88-70, Martin Methodist over Faulkner. Thanks for tuning in to all the action today, and we'll see you tomorrow, Saturday at 2 o'clock for the third round playoff games here in the SSAC.